Dead Island 2's been out for about 2 weeks, and certainly been interesting. Yeah, there's there's British ladies, electric swords. Hi, Sinu. Hi. Honestly, it's a triumph that the game even came out in the first place. For the first couple hours, I was actually pretty surprised at how good it was. I thought the maps were really cool to explore. I thought the procedural gore was awesome. But as I went along and played it more, I started to like it less and less. It's not a bad game. Obviously, it's not a bad game with the reviews it's getting.
Oh God!
But it's got one glaring issue that I don't see anyone else talking about. So I guess I have to be the one to talk about it. Yeah, I know. Look, just roll the fucking intro, okay? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, you can't see me through mirrors. That means I'm a vampire.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, delicious. The old burger.
Hot dog burgers and hot dogs. Oh, and it's someone's birthday. Now, I played the first Dead Island when I was in 6th grade. Okay, I was young as shit. The thing that impressed me the most with the first Dead Island was its location-based damage and its attention to body damage detail, I guess, the gore detail. You keep smacking a zombie in the arm with the sword and eventually it'll get sliced off and you'll see all its gore and its bones and shit. It was really cool. It was really ahead of its time. And the thing that Dead Island 2 does really well is it expands upon this greatly. In this game, it gets crazy. You smack a zombie 5 or 6 times in the torso, eventually you're going to start to see his ribs and his intestines and his heart and fall out and shit. It's amazing. It's really satisfying to smack a zombie in the head with a baseball bat and then watch his brain fall out. It's really gross, but it's really fucking cool. Now here's where the problem lies, alright? That's in the combat. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the combat. The gore is really cool, but the combat needed to see that gore is not engaging enough for me to care about it. And this is really the first thing I noticed when I started playing it more. As I got 4 or 5 hours in, I started thinking to myself, dude, something is really off about this, but I can't put my finger on what it is exactly. So naturally, I downloaded the first Dead Island, and I played it for about an hour, and I started to get the suspicion a little bit more, alright? I was like, okay, started to piece things together in my brain. So what I did after that was I downloaded Dying Light. And that's when I came to the realization. There's a reason why these games work so well for me, where Dead Island 2 doesn't. And that's because Techland. Look, in the original Dead Island, right? The combat, it looks the same as the second one. You're swinging your sword around or your bat around freely. You're moving it fast as shit and you're just hitting as many zombies as you can, right? But if you look past the surface, you'll start to notice little quirks and nuances to the combat that make it feel just overall better than the second one. When you swing something really heavy like a sledgehammer, the camera exaggerates its movements as well as your arms, and it makes the weapon feel super heavy. When you get a critical strike with the weapon, the acceleration and deceleration of your swings change to make it feel more realistic. In Dying Light, all these mechanics are just improved upon even more, and then they add more stuff to the combat to make it feel realistic. When you're getting ready to fight zombies, your character will start holding his arm up, getting ready for a swing. And after he swings, if you want to do another one, there will be a little brace animation to get ready for it. They also added body shots, and not every hit you make will be a clean swing through, so it makes it feel really crunchy and really powerful. There was weight to everything, and every weapon felt like it served its own unique purpose. And honestly, in Dead Island 2, I don't really feel any of this, or when I do, it just feels like a copycat version of it that isn't as good. The combat feels sluggish, the zombies react so stiffly they feel like action figures. When you swing a weapon around, there's no weight or variety to your swings. It feels like you're hitting someone with a foam sword almost. This feeling is most prevalent when you use a two-handed weapon. A sledgehammer doesn't feel like it swings slow because of how heavy it is, but rather how slow the animation moves. This feeling of hollow combat is really enhanced by the weak sound effects.
Speak to Emma yet?
No, I
When I hit a zombie with a machete, I want to hear a big ass slice and gush, Instead, it just feels like a shallow little dink, like a little hit. It sounds stupid. So Dead Island 2's main draw is its zombie killing combat, but honestly, I just found myself getting bored of it. And if you're bored of the main mechanic of the game, then what's the point of even playing it? Dambuster is trying to emulate a system of combat from a game whose developer has already evolved it in another series. So it makes it feel outdated by default. Now, while the melee combat is kind of weak, The environmental combat is really cool. Like there's oil canisters and water canisters littered everywhere, and of course things are on fire or things are being electrocuted all the time. So like you have a group of zombies in a pool, and then you have some open electrical wiring, and you can dump water from the wiring to the pool and just watch a whole group of zombies get electrocuted. It was almost like a light immersive sim in that way. It was really cool. Ooh, rain. Yeah.
Oh, praise the God Spider.
Yeah.
Those guys are not green screen FX.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Too early. Too early. Holy shit. There's so many. Oh my god. Alright, I'm done. One thing I really enjoyed about this game is that it treats itself like a video game.
What?
And I know that sounds weird, but there's been so many games lately that have just been, cinematic movie masterpieces. They gotta be $300 million games, and all the mechanics have to be ultra realistic. No, that game doesn't do any of that. This feels like a game where, it's 2012, you got your PS3, cool zombie game just came out. Hey, I'm gonna pick it up, spend 20 hours with it, and trade it in. That's the type of game it feels like, and I really like that. It respects your time. One of the best examples I can think of it being like an arcade style game is you have these curveballs, which are basically just throwables, but instead of them being consumable, like in most games, they work as power-ups, where you just gotta wait for the meter to fill, and then once it's full, you can throw the curveball. The last thing I wanted to discuss about this game is a traversal. And at first, I kind of wanted to shit on it because it was hub-based, and I'm not really a fan of hub-based.
What is that?
But as I started playing it more, I started to realize that, wow, these maps are really fucking cool. They remind me of like Hitman maps. They're so dense and filled with tons of secrets and cool places to explore. You can spend hours in just one of these little hub areas, scouring and not getting bored. Now, I don't know if this game was originally supposed to be hub-based, or it's supposed to be more of an open world setting, but I know that Dan Buster absolutely killed it with their level design in this. It's really great. Bel Air in particular is like a labyrinth, finding keys to get through home gates, to use hidden pathways through these celebrity mansions.
Gods and whiskey. Oh yeah, Colt Swanson.
Man, Colt Swanson definitely gives off the
What's the LGBT stand for? Liquor, guns, beer, titties.
Dude, definitely gives off that type of vibe. I found myself having more fun exploring the world than killing zombies, honestly. The first time you step into Venice Beach and see it just absolutely wrecked with just zombies and blood and broken down cars everywhere, it looks so cool. Like it was amazing. Overall, I think the game is perfectly okay. I think Dan Buster put their best foot forward and made the best thing they could possibly make in 3 years. And they should be commended for making a game like this because, like I said, it's not a bad game. I just personally noticed this problem with the combat that I didn't see anyone else talking about, and I couldn't get it off my brain. The main draw of this game is obviously its zombie killing combat, but when that's the weakest part of the game, it kind of makes you think, what's the point of playing this when I can just go play, the same type of game that does the same mechanic but 10 times better. If you haven't got it yet and you're thinking about grabbing it, honestly, I'd say wait till it goes on sale, maybe about $40, $50. I don't really think the $70 price tag is worth it. One, for the amount of time you get from the game, but two, like I said, there's other games that does what this game does, but 10 times better. So yeah, those are my general just little thoughts about Dead Island 2. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. I want to start doing more just like these casual style discussion reviews, not like full professional reviews, just like, hey, chilling with the old Dillman talking about video games, just because one, I want to keep up with more new games that come out and actually talk about them. I hate playing games and then just tweeting my thoughts into the Twitter cesspool void, never to be seen by anyone. So yeah, that's that. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one.